Ernie.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, it's been a difficult part of the season. Dismal record over the last 10 games, just 2-8. Nothing seems to be going their way right now. And tonight we have two up-and-coming teams. Lots of talent, but also a lot of inexperience. Shaq, the youngsters looking forward to this battle. How do they keep their emotions in check?
Well, emotions can be positive, Ernie, if you play under control. Because if you get out of control and start doing crazy stuff, it just goes crazy. But both coaches will work hard to keep their players focused.
You got to stop that.
Yeah, man. Well, it's fun to watch the future of the league. And I want to see which guy separates himself and says, I'm going to be a dominant player in this league. A dominant player. That's why I love this.
If you do that again, I'm going to have to put my fist down.
Does nothing, Ernie.
Whoa.
Does nothing.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's a Western Conference battle here in Phoenix as the Suns look to work the home court advantage. And for the two teams tonight, the one thing they share in common, both on cold streaks, both are struggling right now. Doris, once you've lost a certain amount of confidence, how do you switch things around? How do you turn the tide?
Well, though it's difficult, you have got to maintain your belief and trust in one another through the struggles. Use the pain as fuel to greater effort.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Chris Middleton is out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Ingram. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Jackson. It doesn't go for him. And the Lakers going the other way now. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Well, I couldn't agree more, Greg. Situations like that you hope build character. But they need to knock down the free throws, bottom line.
Williams, a screen on Middleton. Here's Bledsoe, stolen by Middleton. Ingram kicks to Middleton. They set the pick. The drive by Jordan.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Bledsoe against Walker. Williams a screen. Here's Bledsoe. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
And here's Walker outside. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Los Angeles on D. Outside Jackson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Hey, Greg, when you watch Josh Jackson play, it's easy to see that he can eventually be one of the best defenders in the league if he works at it.
The blocks and steals, I think, will always be there for Jackson with that length. As he progresses as a player, though, he should improve in the little things. It reminds you a bit of a young Andre Iguodala at times with how explosive he can be athletically.
It's tipped. Williams with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. Poke loose. Here's Bledsoe. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Incredible natural foot speed. There are not many guys that can keep up with Eric Bledsoe in transition.
They get it back, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Oh, easy put back. No one got a body on him.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that's just inexcusable. All they had to do was box him out. You learn a lesson the hard way in that instance.
And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
On the wing, Williams. To the left wing, outside Jackson. Clock at 4. Daniels. No good with the triple. The Lakers in the lead. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Earl Watson.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. There's a good screen. Len dishes to Bledsoe. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Williams a screen. Phoenix no good that time either.
That was a half-hearted pick, and he was just going through the motions on that possession, and now it ends up costing him.
Suns trail by 4. Daniels with it, now guarded by Ingram. Daniels passes to Jackson. Glenn a screen. Back to Daniels. Over Ingram. Daniels, no good. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And really, I just felt like they didn't compete, particularly on the backboard. Probably their weakest area in that game.
Got absolutely trounced on the glass. A lack of passion for an important aspect of the game.
Pass to Bledsoe. Feeds it to Daniels. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And Walker kicks to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Here's the screen. Here is Daniels, defended by Middleton. Now Daniels looking for his first basket still in this one. Basket counts. Outside, Walker. From deep. No good there. And so it's DeAndre Jordan making things happen for Los Angeles. Scoring, rebounding. He would... All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I think they played great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
Here's Walker. 17 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Warren is the 3 while Chris plays the 4. Ulis is out there with Brandon Knight. And it's Chandler in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Well, last season, obviously, the Suns falling well short of where they wanted to be. Ended up in the last spot of the Western Conference. Listen, they knew it was going to be a rebuild, and they are well into it at this point.
And for the Suns, they're fully committed to a rebuild, Doris. They have some exciting young talent on this team.
Right, and Kev, it will take some time before the Suns are a force in the West again, but the foundation is certainly there. This is an organization in a decent spot with their cap flexibility. The core of the team are all on rookie contracts and have room and time to grow together.
Here's Jordan, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Suns trail by 6. Knight wide open, hits it from three-point range. Knight's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Walker dishes to Carter. Back to Walker. From downtown, connects from three-point range.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
There's a screen by Chris. And the wide open shot from Warren, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Ulis passes to Warren. There's a screen by Chris. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Warren.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Carter outside. And stolen by Chris. Ulis kicks to Warren. Here's Chandler. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for Phoenix.
And they had a good split between their work in the paint and their three-point shooting. If the triple wasn't there for them on any given night, they were able to come inside and do some damage down low. And it's fair to say Tyson Chandler, not the player he once was, but still a fantastic rebounder and eats up space and does everything you want from a big man. They are just killing him on the interior.
Suns trail by 5. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Ulis. He's tightly guarded. Out tonight. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Phoenix no good that time either. And with Chandler, Greg, he still rebounds at a fantastic rate, even though he's the team veteran. As long as he gets minutes, he'll get you some boards.
And part of that is because he's always been one of the smarter rebounders in our league, just aware of how to set up and track the basketball after the shot goes up, and he makes great use of his length and strength.
Free throw line jump shot. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut to just 5 points, and the basket from Knight.
This guy's got great size for a point guard. Explosive scorer. I mean, he can kill you inside as easily as outside. Knight is dangerous.
That one good for 2. 1:31 left to play here in the half. Ulis kicks to Knight. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Now here's Ulis, guarded by Walker. Pocket 6. Chandler dishes to Warren. Over Carter. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut to just 5 on the basket from Warren.
Well, he just creates enough separation to get a quality look from the mid-range.
And Walker kicks to Carter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. T.J. Warren picks one up. And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. Jackson comes in for Marquise Chris. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Knight. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Ulis. And here's Daniels. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. No good from Bledsoe.
And they continue to control the glass.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And that one's good. Ingram.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Bledsoe with it. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Warren. Got it up. Got it off in time, but it's no good.
And I love how Ball will stay in your face defensively, not willing to give ground. And I like the fact that he competes on that end.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show. A nice show being put on tonight by DeAndre Jordan. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 8 rebounds. Coming off a great game last time out, he's turning it up a notch already here tonight. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. It's just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Kenny, your take on Phoenix.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
That's it for now as the...
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. And one thing that Coach Earl Watson has shown. Los Angeles leading by 8. So the Lakers 5 right now. Zach Randolph is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. He gives them a double-digit lead. 6 points for Zach Randolph.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pick by Williams. Bledsoe passes to Daniels. Outside Williams. Dishes it to Jackson. There's the lob to Jackson. Ingram with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. Launches a 3. Kept alive. Here's Randolph. Middleton outside. And at last, they get one to fall. Chris Middleton. And the Lakers lead by 13. Suns shooting for the game at 42%. Daniels dishes to Len. Pass to Bledsoe. Poked away. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
And a quick look at the numbers for Walker. 16th in assists. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And how good is he at distributing the basketball? My goodness, pick and roll, drive and dish, in transition. He's been dominant all season. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Lakers in 5th.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Doris is a former guard. You know how much energy it takes to run a team and think a game as well as score. I mean, there's a lot on your plate at that position. What backcourt guys get an advantage of playing with a consistently high motor?
Well, Russell Westbrook, in addition to his ferocity, seems to be able to sustain his level of energy across a 48-minute game. I feel like the guy never gets a rest, so he's one high motor guy. I'll tell you a guy who doesn't do it the same way, but still it's required that he has a level of endurance that maybe would shock people, is James Harden. Like, the guy has the basketball in his hands. He's #1 priority in terms of the defensive scout. So Russell Westbrook and James Harden, though they go about the job differently, both are phenomenal at having a great endurance and having the ball so much.
Here's Daniels. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Daniels has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, getting there is before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
They get a hand on it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Down low. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Bledsoe. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
And really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
You know, sometimes it's about gang rebounding, making sure everyone's in on the responsibility to board it. Let's see if it's more of a group effort tonight.
Now the dish to Williams. Some solid defense from Randolph.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
Here's Jordan. That one doesn't go. Now the Suns take it the other way. Daniels kicks to Jackson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And we take a look here at the shot chart for the Lakers.
And this is a grown man shot chart right here. Not too much going on outside, but look at how things are for them in the paint. They are attacking the rim and not settling for the jump shot. And right now, it's paying off in bunches. If I'm them, then I'd continue to do the same thing going forward until an adjustment is made.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Len. Warren comes in for Alan Williams. And Tyler Hughes is subbed in for Troy Daniels. Los Angeles leading by 13. Ingram with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Nice shot by Randolph.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Bledsoe against Walker. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Good D by Bledsoe.
He does the hard part, gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy part.
Jackson kicks to Warren over Randolph, and it's off the back rim. No good. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Walker. 8 points for him. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. And it's Walker again missing. Bledsoe. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Los Angeles, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Suns trail by 15. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Chris and Chandler are up front. Ulis is out there at Bledsoe. And it's Warren in at the small forward.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Yeah, bottom line, more boards means more possessions, and that's how you build a lead.
Here's Ball. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a pretty unorthodox slingshot shooting form for Lonzo Ball. Greg brings it up on the left side of his face.
Yeah, but he's still got great balance, and the lower body mechanics are perfect Good wrist action on the follow through. Sometimes we get caught up so much in the motion to get to the shot. It's about the release point. And when you get there with this guy and the confidence with which he plays, I think it's a non-issue.
Back to Bledsoe. There's a screen by Chris. High arcing shot. Randolph grabs the board.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Watson to pass the ball. They set the pick. Here's Randolph. Chris with the rebound.
Well, it looks like he's going to get the easy 2 points, but the defense recovers just in time to affect it.
And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That's his first foul. Daniels, he's checked in for Tyler Ulis. And the Suns call time here. And Doris for Marquise Chris. In his rookie season, it took some time for him to adjust to the NBA.
Right, and you could see it in the way that Chris carried himself on the floor. He was more aggressive with the ball and attacking the rim. And that's when you start to see him asking for the ball on offense, and the confidence was apparent.
Some changes for the Lakers. Carter comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Terry in for Ty Lawson. Kicks it to Warren. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. That's now 8 points for T.J. Warren.
Well, people are always talking about his scoring, but Bledsoe, very good vision as well, finding the open man there.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Phoenix gets called for the foul. Doris, you've interviewed so many great players and coaches. What are some of the key personality traits that stars seem to share?
Yeah, I would say it's probably like somebody who's either a lawyer or a doctor, right? They're always A-type personalities. They're competitive. They're perfectionists. They have great capacity for work. I don't think you make it to the NBA unless you're incredibly committed.
Well said. He gets it in there.
Listen, we know he's been working on that long-range game, but Bledsoe's explosiveness inside may still be his bread and butter.
There's the screen. Here's Carter. He can't hit that time. The Suns go the other way with it.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Daniels kicks to Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
At times, he's most dangerous when he's attacking the basket. Hard for defenders to rotate over fast enough to cut Bledsoe off.
Warren against Carter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Jackson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Lakers leading by 11. Outside, Walker. There's the pass to Middleton. Left side, Jordan. Stolen by Len. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. Gets it down to single digits.
And we know because of Bledsoe's power, guys can't push this guy around. That time it results in an and one.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Walker kicks to Middleton. Walker against Bledsoe. That one goes in. 10 points for Walker.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
Bledsoe outside. It's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Daniels.
But, you know, a lack of effort defensively, and he gets a very good look from deep.
Lakers leading by 7. Outside, Walker. .54 seconds left to play here in the fourth. From deep three-point range, and it's Walker again missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Yeah, smart heads-up defense by Walker, setting up the break. He's so good at coming up with those steals without putting himself or his team at risk.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives him. He is really fed off that. A platoon swap here for Phoenix. And the Lakers also making a switch. Ingram's checked in. A nice shot by Knight.
Really good work in the painted area. You need to have the inside game working like that.
Chandler, no good. The Lakers on offense. And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Ingram dishes to Walker. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
And the Suns call time. They're trailing by 10. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And down like this, there's so much to talk about. I don't know if one timeout is going to be enough.
I think it's looking pretty bleak.
The 3 from Dudley. Rebound the Lakers.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, you look confident tonight offensively. What got you going?
My teammates have confidence and they're comfortable with me making the right basketball play on the block. Starting to get doubled a little bit, so just have to work on passing out of the post and just taking what the defense gives me.
It was a very impressive show, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.